Leonard Black is CEO and president of the Association of Oil Pipelines. Let me just start with the basics here. On again, off again. Now it's on again. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers switched back on the green light. So now it can continue to be finished here. Is it really that simple?
Well, we've got great news from the Corps of Engineers this week with them saying they will grant the easement, the last missing piece for Dakota access. So soon, lower costing American energy can move toward the millions of people who will benefit from it. And sanity is being restored to the oil pipeline approval process. Any pipeline operator and any member of the American public with a good idea should know that if their project satisfies federal and state laws and reviews, that politics are not going to be in the way.
I mean, following through all of the permits, and by the way, ETP is Energy Partners. That's the company, of course, that is putting together Energy Transfer Partners is actually down today, which makes us wonder if they don't believe it, and here's why. Not only do you have the protests from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, but what's really got people wondering, sir, and it certainly is interesting, is the group of U.S. military vets. In some cases, 2,000 of them have promised to come. They've raised $200,000. They say they're going to come, and it's going to be over their dead bodies. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago, our Jeff Flock was speaking with some of them. Listen, and then I want your comment.
These are Army veterans here that you came from Southern California. This is an incredible coalition of people. It's not just, you know, Native Americans. You're going to stay.
I'm staying.
Even though
I'm freezing?
And you're freezing, yeah.
Well, no, these guys are still working. I mean, they're not leaving.
How does it look? How will it look? I think the word optics is overused, but what are the optics if you have these pipelines started up again and you've got military vets who are standing between the pipeline and the workers?
Every member of the American public has the right to speak up about a pipeline project. Federal and state laws require that. Pipeline operators want to hear what people along the right-of-way think. The route for Dakota access was altered 140 times to address things that came up during that concern. Pipelines have broad support from the public generally, and in the case of Dakota access, support in North Dakota and along the right-of-way. If a member of the vocal minority wants to protest against a pipeline at a pipeline site, we call on them to protest peacefully in accordance with federal and state laws and working with public safety officials.
Well, they have said, by the way, this group, Veteran Stand, does say they are vowing to block the pipeline with boots on the ground, but they have used the word peaceful protests. So we all find that interesting, that it's not just the Sioux tribes, it is military veterans who are coming in, and many of them are from Flint, Michigan, who had problem with their own water. So that's the concern, that the water may be somehow poisoned, but we'll be watching all of this. Thank you so much for joining us.
We call on everybody to protest peacefully and to try to reduce controversy. There's a place for participation in this public process, but people in North Dakota have gotten hurt. Property has been damaged or destroyed, and the environment has hurt. That's not how opposition to public infrastructure projects should occur in this country. The chief of the Standing Rock Sioux has